Hey, what's going on? I'm Brook Hoover, and I've got an idea about voice leading. Voice leading, which is when you change chords, there are notes that are gonna, you just follow the path from each note to another note in the next chord. Check this out. Here's an A to an E. What happens to the first string between chords? Nothing. It stays the same. So an E would stay the same. And you can hear that. So if you're improvising, you can play an E on each chord, and it's gonna sound good. Now, if you're doing, let's look at second string, which the A chord has a C sharp. When you go to the E chord, what happens? It drops down a whole step to a B. And you can accentuate it as you practice. So C sharp goes to B between chords. Let's look at the third string. Here on the A chord we have an A note. When we go to the E chord, A drops down to G sharp. And back to A. And there's more than one thing happening at once, isn't it? So again, we're on the fourth string, which is E. That remains the same. That E stays the same. Let's go to the fifth string on an A chord. So most of these notes are going down, right? They're descending. But on the A chord, it's gonna ascend. It's gonna go up. Here's an A note for an A chord. And when we go to the B chord, or the E chord, it's a B note. A, B, A. So most of these are descending, but we can make them go higher too. Say we're on the A chord, go to an E. Oops. A could go up to B, I'm trying to say. Not in the most graceful way. A, B, A. Or this E note on the A chord could go up to a G sharp on the E. G sharp is, so the next note up the neck that's in the E chord is not F, F sharp, not G, but G sharp. And you could, let's just flip that chord around. We'll do a little different inversion. Which leads us to many other things. This could go on forever. But let's make a different E7. How about this one? Which is a 2, 4, 3, 4. This looks just like a D7 shape up here. You're covering the root. To an A, to that E7. So the notes are ascending. How about then a higher A? That's kind of cool. The A here is a 5, 5, 6, 7. So it can keep going higher and higher. Remember that you have to be aware that the A chord is made of A, C sharp, and E, and be familiar with the basic shapes, like from the caged system. And the E chord again is made of E, G sharp, and B. And we're making it like an E7, so we're going to add a D to that, which sounds, you know, if A is the root, E is the 5 chord. The 5 chord, you often make it a dominant 7. All right. So that all comes from the major scale. So let me just play them again. That time I did E7. Yeah, so that's voice leading. Just a little thing I work on very rarely, but it's everywhere. It's in like every song, but you don't hear people talk about it that much. So I know just that much about it, but I suppose it would work for any chord. You know, if you did A to C sharp minor, you'd notice that A falls down to an A flat or a G sharp. E stays the same. C sharp stays the same. Again, A goes to G sharp. This E goes down to a C sharp. And that could lead to D, to an E7, back to A. So yeah, you just follow the path from note to note as you change chords, and you'll find lines, melodic ideas, melodies within a chord progression. That's cool, man. I do this kind of instinctively. Like if there's a chord progression and I understand it, I'm just going to play maybe one string of those chords as they change. Or, you know, I'm just going to outline those chords as they happen. Maybe different places on the neck. If a rhythm player's playing down here, I might take it up in the around here. And that's just, you got to know your neck. You have to know your notes, your major scales, and your chord shapes all over the neck, and that's important. So if you're not working on that, now's a good time to get kind of refocused, work on your, again, major scales, notes on every fret, on every string, and basic chord shapes moving up the neck, which are like bar chords, or D-shaped chords, or C-shaped chords, or G-shaped chords, A-shaped chords, and E-shaped chords, major, minor, and dominant 7th at least. And you got a chance of really understanding some things. You know, of course, the more you go, the more you get into it, the more you find things that, you know, I realize I need about 10 lifetimes to understand what I've glimpsed, you know. So that's normal, okay? So don't let that freak you out. Just keep playing and enjoy it. Play for yourself, play for your family, play for your friends, get together and jam, write some songs, learn some songs, and just free form, have fun. Play what you like. All right, I'm Brook Hoover, and if you would subscribe, it would help me a whole lot. I appreciate some comments, and a thumbs up helps me a lot. All right, I'll see you later. Take care.